Hi, so this week I had Chapter 4, Section 3, Lecture. It started off with talking about Hall Pierce's negative transfer. They looked into animals and how they can be conditioned so quickly through the first phase of conditioning, but throughout the second, thirds, and carrying on to the rest, it slows down and has a negative correlation. They then looked at the Piercer-Hall model. They looked into how conditioned stimulus changes throughout conditioning and how animals become less attracted to the conditioned stimulus because they already understand it and remember it, so they don't have to think about it and it becomes like automatic thinking. Followed by that, they found that the animals remember the CS when they take the energy to put into it, and this also is important because if the animals are not focused on the stimuluses in front of them, they're not going to do anything and they're not really conditioning the animals at all. In the combined approach, the CS can be associated with two different actions. When the CS is associated with more than one action, you can condition the animals to do more than one thing. Animals only focus on the conditioned stimulus while trying to learn and understand it. This is important to making sure that the conditioned stimulus is in the front of the animals and they focus on it, understand it, and comprehend it, and that's how they will learn it. They then look into short-term memory. This study started with looking at sensory memory and went into LTM. These memories last forever, so once they are encoded properly into the brains of the animals, they will remember the conditioned stimulus until it goes extinct or becomes unconditioned. They then looked into priming, an event that is already present in short-term memory before it happens. So this is something like you grew up with the idea of this, but you've never really focused in on it, and like this through this conditioning, it will become more prevalent and obvious and create a clear response to one another. Learning depends on the joint processing of the conditioned stimulus and the unconditioned stimulus in short-term memory. The context of animals is very influential in conditioning. This is useful due to the environment the child was conditioned in. And then to have hibernation, you need to have the conditioned stimulus leave for a while, but when it comes back, it still needs to be present because it's stuck in their LTM memory. Or it goes extinct, and that's how it ends.